Hello Aggie fans. Cross country earns All-American status and men's basketball starts out the season in blowout fashion. I'm Jacob Russell.
And I'm Michael Faget. These stories and news on women's basketball, softball, and an interview with Athletic Director Jim Jackson are next. It's time to go in the huddle. Sophomore Julius Career made the All-American cross-country team at the NCAA Division II National Championships in Evansville, Indiana. The top 40 runners in the race earned All-American recognition, and Career finished 23rd. His All-American honors finishes a record-book season for himself and the cross-country team.
Men's basketball started the season with a blowout victory. They defeated Oklahoma Panhandle State 89-58. Sophomore Milton Garner led the game with 23 points. Garner also posted 5 boards and 4 assists. Junior Donardo Island finished with 18 points, 7 boards, and 3 assists, all coming off the bench. The team preps to host the Cameron University Thanksgiving Classic on November 28th and 27th in the Aggie Gym.
Women's basketball came up short at the West Florida Invitational Tournament in Pensacola. They lost to the University of West Florida 76-71 on the first day of the tournament. They then lost to the University of Lynn 73-64. The losses put the team record at 1-2. Junior guard Josie Stewart averaged 23 points and 6 boards for the tournament. Senior post Amber Shore averaged 12 points and 10 boards in the tournament. The team preps for their first home game on November 27th. They play the University of Sciences and Arts of Oklahoma in the Aggie Gym.
Softball signed catcher Alex Milligan to play for the 2011 squad. A senior at Moore High School, Milligan has been named to the Mid-State All-Conference team. She also played in the Oklahoma All-State Fast Pitch softball game. Softball begins its season in February 2010 at the St. Mary's Tournament in San Antonio.
Freshman cheerleader Heather Mayo was named Aggie of the Week. Mayo represented the athletics department well at the President's Luncheon. She is the first cheerleader to win Aggie of the Week. And the Huddle was there to get footage of the interview with Mayo and reporter Saman Sammy.
Aggie fans, my name is Sammy, reporting for goaggies.cameron.edu. I'm standing here with this week's Aggie of the Week, Heather Mayo. How does it feel?
Pretty great. I've never gotten anything like this before, so
You're honored.
nice. I am.
Okay. Can you tell us how much you've been cheerleading?
I've been cheering since I was in 4th grade and all through middle school and high school, so it's my first year to cheer for college cheerleading, so I'm really excited.
That's very exciting. What made you choose Cameron University?
It's far away from home, and so I could go and have the whole college experience and not be with people I went to high school with, and I could cheer, so that was one of the main appeals.
So aside from cheerleading, what is the best thing about this campus?
Just that it's far away from home, so I can, be out and away from everybody that I grew up with, have like a new experience.
So we know that you're involved with the student government. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'm a liberal arts senator for SGA. It's been pretty great. It's a learning experience for me, definitely. It's the first time I've been in anything like that, and so I get to help, make decisions on bill or legislation and, learn a lot about campus and help campus and stuff. So it's good.
You're also involved with PAC, so tell us a little bit about what you do there.
I've helped with a couple of movie nights and stuff there because, they do all the fun stuff on campus. I'm on the committee for the masquerade, winter semi-formal.
Okay.
It'll be really fun. I'm really excited.
All right, so what's your favorite thing about your coach, Coach Robin Martin?
She is just completely amazing and so beautiful.
Wow.
So beautiful, definitely. Favorite coach ever. She's just really fun.
We want to get to know you a little bit better. So what do you have? What do you like to do in your spare time?
I mostly just hang out with my friends. Just depends on what we decide to do.
Okay.
If I have any spare time, that's what I do.
Okay. And what type of food do you like?
I like Italian food, or I really like fideo.
Fideo? And your last name is Mayo. Is it mayo or mustard for you?
Mustard, definitely mustard.
All right, and now tell us a little bit about your upcoming fundraisers for the cheerleading team.
We are going to do a Cincy tea party for the Cincy candles. It's the non-flame candles, whatever. And we're having a tea party, and we're bringing people in to buy, and some of the money that you spend on that will go towards the cheerleaders. And we're also going to have a Buffalo Wild Wings night soon. And if you take a card in saying you're there to support us, 20% of the profits will go towards the cheerleaders, so that'll help us pay for nationals, which I'm really excited about. It's in April.
All right, thank you very much for this interview, and good luck on your upcoming cheering events.
All right, we have a very special guest in studio today. Perfect timing for the Thanksgiving holiday season in general. Athletic Director Jim Jackson here to talk about the lighter side of sports and, you know, kind of the community involvement that Cameron's able to kind of reach out and do through their athletic department.
We think it's important that when our student athletes come in, that it's our responsibility to teach them about giving back to the community. And yes, the Thanksgiving holiday, I mean, it's good to talk about it.
Okay, and you know, during your time here, you've made it a point to be seen and be active in the community and, you know, really lend a hand and help people. What are some of the things that you've kind of had your athletes or maybe specific departments do to kind of help?
Well, we kind of leave it up to the coaches on what they want to pick, and they pick and choose the projects that they want. But we set a department goal of 2,500 community service hours for our student athletes, our staff, the administration, myself. And so we help the Boys and Girls Club. We help Rotary with their track meet, the baseball team does. We help Kiwanis with their pancake feed and Ambucks with the projects that they have. Just recently, you know, the Wi-Fi down at the Coliseum. And so, you know, whatever needs to be done out there, and whoever calls us, and we get plenty of calls, whether it be from individuals or businesses that are doing something, then we try to answer the call.
And of course, I'm sure the athletes are more than willing to go out there and, you know, be involved in the community. How has the support from the community been and back towards Cameron, you know, for being out there and kind of being a part?
It's just been tremendous. They can't believe the quality of our kids. And I say our kids, our student athletes, you know, I call them kids. But once we get them out there and get them exposed to the adults and to the citizens of Lawton Fort Sill, it's just been tremendous. And they, in turn, they start coming to the ball games, and they start supporting us, you know, physically, financially, and so it's a good trade-off. And we think it's important that we give something back.
And we talk about the student athletes, of course. Is that something you try to kind of make them carry the name of Cameron upon themselves as members of society and this community? Is that something you want them to be thinking, portray Cameron in everything they do?
Yes, and you know, we put them in apparel, Cameron apparel, and we want them to know, we want the people to know that it's Cameron Athletics and its students out there giving back for your tax dollars. We go to the elementary schools, and that's a tremendous program. We mentor and we read and do all these things, and it's a wonderful thing.
And last question, if any students or anyone wanted to get involved, is there any way through the athletic department and stuff that could maybe lend a hand? Or, I mean, how could students maybe get involved in giving back to this community outreach that we're doing?
Well, you know, they can call us, and they can call the athletic department and say, hey, I want to be a part of that, because it's not just student athletes. I think every student on campus has that responsibility. And, of course, student activities, they do a lot of things. I know all the programs, PAC and student government, and they're out there as well. So, you know, I think Cameron has a good name out there because of that.
All right, well, I appreciate you spending time with us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. That's all the time we have. Let's take a look at the schedule for this upcoming week in Cameron sports. Women's basketball hosts the University of Sciences and Arts of Oklahoma on the 27th. That game starts at 5 p.m. in the Aggie Gym. Men's basketball hosts the CU Thanksgiving Classic on November 27th and the 28th. And that will close out our week in Cameron sports.
Very interesting week now. Basketball's coming home finally after some road trips.
You know, it's a good time for our fans to get a chance to see the product on the court, and been nothing but happy with all the reports you've heard. You know, we've been in some close games, and we've been impressive in those close games, you know, both in victory and defeat. So I'm excited to see them here in their home gym and see how they'll play.
Talked about the products. Men basketball looking good so far. Donardo Eland, Jock Williams, Milt Gardner, all those have played well early on in the season.
Yeah, and Donardo is going to be huge, especially if he can put up that kind of production off the bench all the time for the Cameron team. It's going to be a fun year.
And women's basketball, Josie Stewart, Amber Shore coming back after playing volleyball, and both of them doing well so far.
All reports is that Josie Stewart is a stud. I can't wait to see her back at home. Like we said, they're finally coming home, and let's get some of the action on tape.
Let's get some of the action on tape. That wraps up another episode of In the Huddle. To review this episode, go to youtube.com and type in CUInternetTV with no spaces. You'll find the latest episodes of This Week in SGA and Top of the Hour.
For more sports stories, news, and stats, visit Cameron's athletic website, goaggies.cameron.edu. Check out the latest in Aggie sports.
We want to give a special thanks to Sports Information Director Craig Martin for his help in making In the Huddle the show for Cameron Sports.
We also want to thank the CUTV crew for their help in making this show possible. So for everybody in the CUTV studio, I'm Jacob Russell.
And I'm Michael Faget. Happy Thanksgiving, Aggie fans. We'll see you in the Huddle.
Gobble, gobble.